Hello and welcome to Maths with Jacob. This lesson will focus on number patterns using algebra. In the last lesson we saw how to describe the rule for a number pattern using words. In this lesson we will introduce letters of the alphabet to describe the rule. This is one area of mathematics where algebra is extremely useful. Let's look at a couple of examples. First example, describe the pattern between the number of triangles and the number of matches used. So let's have a look here. We have one triangle there, two there, three triangles there, and four triangles there. So what we note is this, that for the number of triangles, when we have one triangle, we have three matches. 1, 2, 3. When we have two triangles, we have 6 matches. 3 plus 3 is 6. When we have three triangles, we have 9 matches. And we can see that when we have 4 triangles, we have 12 matches. Now, see if we can actually just observe a pattern. That goes up by 3, that goes up by 3, and that goes up by 3. So there is a pattern. So if we let n equals the number of matches and t equals the number of triangles, we have the number of matches, because that's n is the number of matches, equals 3 times t. 3 times the number of triangles. Because look, 3 ones are 3, 3 twos are 6, 3 threes are 9, and 3 fours are 12. So that's n, and that's t. And to obtain n, we multiply t by 3. So that's a perfect example of where we can write the rule down using letters, and that's what algebra is all about. Let's look at the next example. Describe the pattern between the number of squares and the number of matches used. So here we have 1 square, 2 squares, 3 squares, and 4 squares. So following on from the previous example, if we let n equals the number of matches and s is the number of squares. The number of squares. So when we have 1 square, we can see quite clearly we have 4 matches. When we have 2 squares, if we do the counting, that's 4, 5, 6, 7, we have 7 matches. When we have 3 squares, if you count the matches, you have 10. And when you have 4 squares, count the matches to give you 13. Let's see if we can visualize a pattern. That goes up by 3, that goes up by 3, and that goes up by 3. So there's definitely a pattern. We can see that the numbers increase by 3. This is a clue that we have the 3 times tables and we add a number. So the number of matches will be 3 times the number of squares, and then we add 1. Let's see how that works. For 1 square, 3 ones are 3 plus 1 is 4. That fits that rule. When you have 2 squares, 3 twos are 6 plus 1 is 7. 3 threes are 9 plus 1 is 10. And 3 fours are 12 plus 1 is 13. So each of those examples fits that rule. So this video has shown us how we can use algebra to describe whenever a pattern exists. And algebra just involves using letters. So this is one of the first examples we've had where algebra is used, and as we continue our secondary schooling, we will use algebra more and more in many different areas.